Thank you. Thank you all very much. It's great to be here. I'm here to talk to my fellow Americans today about our national security. Nothing, I mean nothing in the world is more important to me than the safety of the American people. Absolutely nothing. I want to do everything I can to prevent these awful radical terrorist attacks. I implemented Executive Order 13769 a few months ago to tighten our borders and make it more difficult for these terrorist attacks to enter our country. People since then have been trying to call this executive order unconstitutional and claiming it is a Muslim ban. They don't know what they're talking about. Over 40 Muslim majority countries are not affected by my new policy. And I revised the order completely. It is now Executive Order 13780, and Iraq is not longer in this ban. The new ban is more specific. It is going to do great things. Great things. It provides a needed pause so we can carefully review how we look at people coming from these countries. It also includes case-by-case waivers so people are benefiting our society or visiting family are welcomed. The number of radical terrorist attacks on our people has increased tremendously. The attacks in Orlando and San Bernardino broke our hearts as well as our confidence in our national security. I want to fix that. I am going to fix that. We want to prevent even larger scale attacks like the ones that have been taking place in Europe, such as Paris and just recently Manchester. These cities unfortunately are vulnerable to attacks because they are in countries with weak national security. Their countries are weak on border control, and I refuse to let the United States of America become weak like that. We will not stand for more broken hearts and loss of innocent lives. We are taking action. Executive Order 13780 is going to help strengthen our borders and confidence in national security. I made a solemn promise to keep America safe, and I'm going to keep that promise. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Hi America, I'm Elizabeth Cheney, co-founder of Keep America Safe, and I am here to bring awareness to critical national security issues the United States faces. We are a nation at war. We cannot afford to put our country in the hands of weak liberals such as Barack Obama, who engage in strategic retreat. We need peace through strength. In this world today, we face many obstacles for peace. Terrorism rising over the past couple of decades. From 9/11 to Manchester, terrorism has shown it frees no one from its wrath. The U.S. government has to do everything in its power to protect its people. With this being said, Keep America Safe stands firmly behind Donald Trump and his executive order preventing foreign terrorist entry. Do you want terrorists to have the same rights as American citizens? Stand with us to defend our national security and keep America safe.
Welcome back to your favorite Sunday morning news. I'm Bobina Schaefer, and I have here with me Hillary Clinton.
Hello, folks.
So we haven't heard from you much recently. How have you been?
As a person, I'm fine. As an American, I'm pretty worried.
Right. Well, you must have heard President Trump's recent speech regarding national security. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't want to go on forever, but Donald's immigration executive order is a poster child for how not to conduct interagency coordination. The White House wrote the order with no consultation with the State Department, Department of Homeland Security, or Office Legal Counsel. The end result was confusion from agencies that did not understand how to implement the order and legal holes so wide that the courts stated problems within the day.
Right, I see where you're coming from, but how do you feel about the policy itself?
Honestly, Bobina, I wouldn't call this an executive order as much as I'd call this a Muslim ban. Donald is clearly putting his own racist beliefs over the good of the American people. Being a person of Muslim faith does not make you a danger to our country, just like being a Christian does not make you a good citizen. The Muslim ban is racist, unconstitutional, and promotes religious discrimination. As a Democrat, naturally, I'm repulsed by all of these things.
Interesting feedback, Mrs. Clinton. I'm interested to know what you would do if you were in Trump's position right now.
I would never have imposed the Muslim ban in the first place. As a Democrat, I am for open borders and do not believe in any sort of discrimination. Instead, I would pass measures to help U.S. intelligence agencies gain resources in order to defeat terrorist groups.
Well, that's about all the time we have today. Thank you for coming in, Mrs. Clinton.
Thank you, Bobby, and thanks to all you young folks out there. Clinton 2020.
So I'm sure we've all heard Trump's recent speech on his executive order, Muslim ban.
Yeah, I love how he claims to be promoting national security and protecting our country when he's really offending a large percentage of the people in it.
I wonder how people would react if there was a ban on Americans in the Bahamas.
Yeah, maybe someone who would stand up to unreasonable discrimination.
But hey, no one is calling Trump a racist, right? What a moral citizen-in-chief, really taking civil liberties into account.
Yeah, he's never offended any minorities. I mean, he's assuming Muslims are dangerous when he may be the biggest danger to our country.
You know what else is great about this executive order?
What?
It caused a decrease in the value of the US dollar relative to the value of foreign currencies.
Well, I love saving money to find out its value is decreasing rapidly.
Who knew Trump was going to make the Depression great again?
At least he consulted the National Security Council first. Oh wait, he didn't.
It's also good to know that my hard-earned dollars are going towards irrational national security instead of healthcare and education. But who cares about those, right?
Right. Well, we learned lots of interesting things about Trump's executive order today.
He's also trying to increase national security by getting rid of all the illegal immigrants from Mexico and trying to build a wall.
Yeah, he wants Mexico to pay for it all.
Mexico is never going to agree with that. He'd have to surpass our price ceiling in order to pay for it.
Well, I suppose that would be good. Increasing government spending can increase aggregate demand to increase economic growth.
As long as he doesn't tax us for it.
And live from Niskayuna High School, it's Friday morning!